This is the Classic Mouse Costume Party die set from Spellbinders. There are 34 dies in this set. This is a companion die to the Classic Mouse Wedding die set. You need the Classic Mouse Wedding for the base dies. This Costume Party die set just has the accessory pieces, the costume pieces for it. I'm using some colorful cardstock with this as well as interference inks to add a little bit of shimmer to the die cuts before I start to assemble them. Now these dies and these die cuts have a lot of pieces to them, but what I like to do to simplify it is I like to lay everything out so it's close to each other when I'm assembling. It just makes the assembly process just a little bit easier, and of course as you're assembling there's less and less pieces to go on those base pieces. Sometimes when I'm creating I go from top to bottom, sometimes I'll go from bottom to top, but again if you lay everything out it just makes it easier because you're not piling or not ruffling through a pile of die cuts in order to assemble them. The other thing I like to do is use a liquid glue to assemble. It just gives you a little bit of extra wiggle room, and then you can move and shimmy those dies in place just a little bit easier. Once we have those dies together, you can see how much detail there is to them because there's a ton of die cuts to them. I added a simple embossed background as well as a sentiment, and we have a really fun Halloween card, perfect for Classic Mouse lovers. I also used the other Classic Mouse die in the Classic Mouse Wedding die set. This time I used the Costume Party die set to create a witch. I absolutely love her with that little witch hat there. I paired with some accessories from the Classic Mouse Trick or Treat accessories die pack. So the cauldron on this card is from that. The pumpkin from the last card is from that die set. Fantastic die set, so fun to create with.